Talk to him. You ever feel like you're free but still locked in?
Hey, what's up? This is Big Grime. And here lately I've been seeing some videos of people talking about do not buy the MPC Live, which I find kind of funny because why would a man or woman tell you not to buy or to buy something? We got different needs, different workflows, different motivations. There's no one size fits all when it comes to making music. Let's go over some reasons why they say not to buy. Let's say the first one is it's not really an upgrade. It's just like an improvement of a workflow. Well, guess what? An improvement in workflow to help you create better music or to inspire you or just sit down and make something, it's absolutely worth it. Crazy because being able to have 16 audio tracks versus 8 is huge for me because I use a lot of hardware synthesizers and drum machines, and I do a lot of live playing with audio inside the MPC. So that's huge for me. So to say that's not much of an upgrade, again, it all depends on what your needs are and your workflow. The next one is it sounds bad. This always makes me laugh. People saying the MPC Live sounds bad. It's funny because no one was saying that until a certain somebody said it. And then everybody started jumping on the bandwagon like a monkey see, monkey do. Judge for yourself. Don't let other people's ear become your ear. Everyone's different. Everyone's mature at a different levels or different rates. If you don't really have the ear, you may not hear the difference. And you know what? That's fine, because for where you are, if it sounds good, then it sounds good. Like all of us, we'll go back and listen to our old stuff that we thought was fire, we thought was hot, but then now our ears have matured, we have more experience and more knowledge, and now we can go back and listen to our old stuff and say, well, oh damn, I hear the mistakes. So it's kind of like you're not even going to know the difference unless you have that ear or the experience. Most people are comparing it to the MPC 3000. I never owned the MPC 3000, and honestly, I don't care what it sounds like. If that was that era, if you want that sound, get the MPC 3000 and use that. It's available for sale. Yeah, it's not exactly cheap, but you can still buy it and use that. Honestly, sound doesn't just come from one piece of gear. It's a collective of things that come together to create one sound. All right. It's just a computer in a box. Just use a computer. Why use an MPC when you can just use a computer? It's so powerful and you can do this and this and do that. Listen, it's not a computer in a box. It is a dedicated computer. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather have a dedicated computer that the people who designed and created this machine had an idea in mind and they designed it for a purpose, versus like a regular computer is so open-ended. Yeah, in theory you think, oh, I can add this interface, I can have this controller, I can have this, like you get to pick every piece, but all those moving parts are more of a chance of things going wrong. I love the fact of having an MPC where I can use this as a dedicated machine, and I even still use other machines with it, so it's still not like I'm just using the MPC, but you could if you wanted to. A lot of times if I'm traveling or if I'm at work, sometimes I bring my MPC out, crank out a beat on my break, and it's nice just to have this machine and I can create music. Another thing I've seen is buy the Roland TR-1000 instead of the MPC. To me, that makes absolutely no sense because they're totally two different products. Now, I would tell someone, if somebody said I wanted an analog drum machine, should I buy the MPC? I would say no, even though it does have drum synth inside of it, but it's still digital. So if analog drum machine is important to you, I would say don't buy the MPC. But other than that, generally speaking, like, how are you going to tell someone to buy a Roland TR-1000 when you don't know their workflow, you don't know what else they're using, and you don't know their mentality? Because some people are more, like to menu dive and touch screens and go deep into things, where some people are more just hands-on. They want non-per function. Like, you don't know these things and you're making recommendations. Again, This is not a one-size-fits-all mindset. Music doesn't work that way. So do not let content creators tell you what to do. That's exactly what they are, content creators. Just because someone sit in front of a camera and talk doesn't mean they know everything. They're there to create content. That's it. Do your own research. Trust your own ear. Buy what works for you. Yes, sometimes you might have to buy a piece of gear. You can watch all the videos. You can listen to all the demos. You can listen to all the breakdowns of gear and all that. But sometimes you just have to buy it and use it yourself before you really know, are you going to rock with this piece of gear or not? Don't just listen to these content creators. Choose for yourself. Peace. I'm out.